And welcome back to the We'll Take It From Here podcast. Another week, another episode. However, first, we are going to bring you our show's sponsor, because this episode is brought to you by Honest Supplements. Now, Joe, what's Honest Supplements? Well, let me tell you. In a world that is plagued by new illness outbreak every other day, it's important to keep your body performing at its best with the right vitamins and supplements. However, these products can get expensive, especially with rising prices all around us. Honest Supplements has resolved that problem. They mark up all products by just $1, saving their members an average of 50% per product. Yes, that means that the protein you're paying $60 for is only $30 on their website. They have everything from vitamins, sports supplements, recovery, weight loss, CBD, and so much more. It costs just $10 a month or $99 for the entire year to join the Honest Supplements Club. Timmy and I are both members and can advocate for the amount of money that you will save. And do we also mention that all products are third-party lab tested? Because that's the only true way to prove vitamins and supplements actually contain the ingredients that they claim. Don't wait. Go to Honest Supplements right now to join today and start taking better care of your health. And it's right. If you train jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, or just in the gym, you better be taking Honest Supplements. So go to their website, guys. All right. Now it's time for the show. Back, folks. We'll take it from here. 189. Show to make you think, entertain you. Me and Timmy. We'll take it from here with Joe and Timmy. Me and Timmy.
Timmy and I.
For you grammar enthusiasts. Anyway, I just want to say something. Billy Van Dyke, thank you for the comment on the last reel. 2 reels ago. Check it out. My clock is extremely ghetto. And when he was making the comment, I thought it was because our reel was something about when you should stop doing something or if you stop doing something. So he wrote something. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck it, 6, 9, 12 or something. And I was like, oh, this is probably some code of Billy, like something I didn't. And then I realized I looked in the back. He's making fun of the clock. Yes, it is ghetto. Thanks, Billy. We get it. It's actually on the right number right now.
It's not ghetto. It's artistic.
It's artistically ghetto.
Or autistic.
Actually, though, the hour hand is in the right spot, because it is around 9 o'clock.
So you can creep at what time of record.
Yeah. And, so it's actually broken clocks right twice a day, right?
Well, technically it's not broken.
It's not broken, just the minute hand.
It's just the hour hand.
The minute hand is
missing.
I'm
saying it just has the hour hand.
Yeah, I got to do something about that. I should probably just take it off, dude.
Or just leave it.
I leave it because
that's
it's
all you need to know.
Yeah.
You just need another hour.
Dude,
because you can judge. Okay, so let's just guess what time it is according to this clock. This is not 100% accurate.
It's not 100% accurate. All right, so it's probably 9:05 then.
It's 8:59.
8:59. Okay, so it's not.
So
if
you made this accurate, right? 9:05 because it's just off the 9. When it gets closer to the 10, there you go. 9 o'clock.
Now it's 9 o'clock.
So when it's closer to 10, you can judge. You're not going to get exactly accurate, but it's good enough.
It's good enough. Yeah, I'll take it. Then get that minute, man. Fuck. Yeah. The minute hand's chilling over there.
The minute man.
Dude, the funny thing is, I don't even know, because I've actually looked on Amazon, because this is where my old roommate got this on Amazon. And I've typed it in.
Yeah.
And I just don't even know how to make, what do you say about this clock? Maybe I should type in Billy's comment.
Yeah.
In the clock.
So here's the cheat code. So before ChatGPT, it was you take a picture on Google and you could Google search a picture.
Yeah.
Now it's more sophisticated. You just go to ChatGPT, you take this picture and say, I have this clock. Can you find this for me?
Yeah.
And it will search.
Yeah.
It's way too easy now.
That's true. Yeah, that's all right. Maybe I should do that.
Dude, I've been using ChatGPT. I've been buying plants and shit. Where should I put this plant? How much sunlight? How much water? It's fucking game changer. You don't even need to remember what plant it is. You just take a picture of it and it does it all.
Yeah. Do you think AI is going to be the end of humans?
No.
In the wrong hands.
Everyone's. I don't know. I don't think AI is at a spot right now that it's as sophisticated as people get scared of. Because if you use it all the time, you realize how shitty it is. It's really good, but it's clunky. But it's like going from horse and buggy to a car.
Yeah.
Did it make people lazier? Maybe. But at the same time, it allows people to go so much further. So, like, instead of having to take horse and buggy forever to get somewhere or walking, now you have a car. You can get there. You can go to the gym and go run around and do all this shit and still get your exercise in, too. So, it's what you make of it.
All right. I think we're going to have a couple weeks from now. We're going to have a good conversation. We're going to have Sean come on. Apparently, he's got, does heavy. It's going to be a conspiracy type episode.
I love those.
But apparently, he texted me. He's like, "You're just wait until the declassified documents I'm bringing." So he's basing it off of declassified documents.
He's bringing the documents.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a good episode.
We may need some drinks for that one.
We will for sure. 100%.
I'm excited for that.
That's gonna be a fun one. Yeah. So I guess what we could talk about and maybe touch upon it. How do I say this without getting too much into it? Because I just met him yesterday. I was out at the bar. I don't know dude. It's like sometimes things happen where it's like I don't want to be here, right, in the apartment because Thursday I came home, I did nothing, right? Okay, good.
Let me get out of the fucking house. I don't need to be here.
Yes, and I couldn't, so I started driving around.
Let me go touch grass.
Yeah, no, I was like, it's too beautiful.
Speaking.
Let me go out. And
it's been really nice weather.
It's been beautiful.
The casual conversation everyone talks about. Yeah. The weather, oh yeah.
No, but the weather's important, dude. It's beautiful, so I wanted to go outside.
It's amazing.
Paulie called me. Paulie Moodis.
Nice.
Called me. He was like,
Paul.
He was like, yo, dude, him and his wife were out eating. They're like, yo, are you out? And I'm like, I'm actually about to take a shower and go out. They're like, oh, okay, next time. We passed by 1776. I'm like, all right. He's like, I was like, dude, I'll be there. And he's like, no, don't worry. Just, we need to go home. And I was like, okay, no worries. So I was like, maybe that's my cue to go to 1776. So in 1776. And I had no intentions. Just I wanted to chill there, get out of the house. Ended up staying there for it was 4 hours.
Nice.
But the thing was,
on a whim thing, and then be there the whole night.
Right?
Yeah.
But I sat by myself, and then there was this random dude there, right? Nice guy in his 60s. Starts striking up a conversation with me, so I can have a conversation.
Sorry, those guys are the best when they actually start the conversation. Because you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to get into, but they clearly has got some things he wants to talk about.
Yeah, and I think that was I viewed it as God was telling me, or me was telling me, to go to 1776 because he needed someone to talk to.
Yeah.
So he had I don't want to really get, I just met him, but I don't want to something happened in his life. And he was airing it out, but he wasn't trauma dumping.
Yeah.
Most people would think he was trauma dumping. He wasn't. He was just needed an event.
Yeah.
So I was his
Purging the valve.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just funny. You think about all this shit, and you're like, oh damn. The whole point. It's gonna be hard for you to picture because I don't want to say what happened. But it's sometimes you see someone, you see people out, you see what they have, you see all the items they have, and that's fine. I'm a materialistic person in some areas. I like my items. If I have the money to buy something,
Mr. Lambo.
I'm gonna buy. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to be one of these people who come out here and try to bash shit that he doesn't have because he doesn't have. No, I like the material shit, and I think it's fine. But sometimes you look at people with that, and you're like, oh, dude, that person has everything, and it's like they do, and then inside they're just not. And I'm not talking about him, but just inside, they're not happy, and then it's like, damn, dude. You think that everyone has everything figured out until something happens, and you really knew that person was struggling inside. And I was like, fuck. When he was telling me the story, I was like, hey, man, I was just listening. I didn't give him any advice, nothing. I was just there for him. But I was like, damn, bro, sometimes you really think that people have their shit, and then really they don't, man.
Nope.
All these toys, which are awesome, right? But if you're not happy inside, those toys mean nothing in the end.
Yeah. I'm curious what the situation was, but
I'll tell you off air.
Yeah. I like Rogan's point of view. He talks a lot. I mean, dude, it's got hundreds of millions of dollars, whatever. But he's like, a house is a house. He goes, after you live in it for a while, it's just where you live. It doesn't fucking matter. And obviously he has his toys, but you can tell the groundedness in that, where a lot of people that make money, it's just toy after toy after toy, and their whole personality is getting more stuff. It's never complete.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
It's to be honest, it's a unhealthy extreme of goal setting, basically. I want this. I want to get to this point and I get this toy. Okay, cool. And now I got that toy. Now, like, the point isn't the goal. It's like I told you, I went out surfing yesterday. Hitting the wave is the goal, but there's 85-90% of the time that's not that. It's paddling out, dealing with the fucking break and all that. Enjoy that part because it makes the surfing fun. If you don't do anything of that and you just put yourself on the wave and surf it, like it's gonna get boring after a while.
Yeah, so enjoy everything.
So like if you're just constantly like if you're making millions of dollars and you're just buying more and more stuff, like there's no more chase involved. So the enjoyment gets diminished. But also if everything gets put to the side because you're doing this, you're not fulfilled in other places. It's an unhealthy goal setting. You're totally tunnel vision on one thing or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's a good point. And before we expand upon this a little more, and I know you already know this, the reason why I really want to specify this isn't because I don't want, because what people do is they won't apply themselves in whatever they do. They won't believe in themselves. So then they don't put themselves out there and use their skills and use their gifts. And then they justify it with being like, oh, well, I don't need all that shit, even though they wanted like the car or the house. But then since they didn't apply themselves, they're bitter inside. They try to tell themselves that they don't need it. That's not what I'm saying. Don't make this as don't use what we're saying as like, don't confuse it with, oh, because you didn't apply yourself, because you didn't go after and believe in yourself and you didn't get what you want, that it's okay to now bash on material things. That's not what we're going for here.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like you talk about that, like going in the journey for it, right? Sometimes like being present. I was talking about him with that, is being present.
Yeah.
A lot of people live in the past. A lot of people live in the future, and it's good if you're reminiscing on a cool thing in the past. That's awesome. And if you're visualizing what you want for yourself in the future, that's good. But if you're reminiscing is not the word. If you're lamenting on past actions,
I'm gonna look that up. I've never heard that word before.
Complaining.
Oh.
You want to know how is a good thing to know? If you studied your Italian, lamentarsi is to complain.
I'm bad. I need to study.
No, I'm just fucking with you. But if you're lamenting on the past, that's a bad thing. And then if you're worrying about the future and worrying about shit, that is like you shouldn't be worrying about. Like if you're creating false things, false negative outcomes in your head.
It's not complaining. It's mourning.
Mourning, whatever. But yeah, if like it's just the healthy perspective, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but it was crazy. Like I want to say what it is, but I don't because it's not my place. But I'll tell you off air. It'll make more sense. But it really, like, you see all these people across the area, you see what they roll up in, and it's like, oh, that's fucking sick. Like, dude, he rolled up in this thing. It's fucking, yeah, it's a car guy. You like that, right? Or whatever. It doesn't have to be a supercar. Maybe you have a nice car. It's like, oh, that guy's must have some money. And then inside, he's there, he's out. He's like, ha, ha, ha. And then really he's not. Like, inside, something's killing him. Or maybe the wife, or maybe the you don't know, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know. Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, that's awesome. It's also funny, too, is like, it seems like that's where you were supposed to be that night.
100%. That's why I said I think God or myself through God was brought me there that night. It just made sense.
Yeah, it's funny. I want to ask questions, but
let's just say that something happened to someone close to him.
Yeah. But it's funny because you get put in these positions, and it's just like, I don't know how the fuck I got here, but this is where I was supposed to be tonight. And like talking to this guy is the person I was supposed to talk to.
100%.
And like everything leading up to that point, I was doing the podcast, all this stuff. You were in sales, like just all the skills you probably learned over the last year and so from doing sales and doing the podcast, talking. It's like, and from all your bartending, it's probably a lot from bartending too, is learning like when to just shut up and listen. That's a hard skill to do. I struggle with that.
You've gotten a lot better though.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really bad with interrupting. Italians. Large Italian families, if you don't interrupt, you don't speak. So it's just funny though to reminisce on like all that leading up to is what allows you to be in that position ready to go. And we've talked about this before. Is I don't know where, I think it was Thoreau or someone. It was like luck is where preparation and opportunity meets, and that's what it was for you. You all the preparation you did, which you didn't even know you were preparing for, and like in the scheme of life, this wasn't the thing you were set on the planet for to do. This is one of the things you were set to do.
Yeah.
Indirectly or directly, whatever, it happened to pop up. But it's just funny to think about all the shit that had to fall into place for that to happen.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was crazy. All of that did come together. And just, I'll give you an example. At some point, these two ladies came up in a set, so we gave the seat, but then we started talking to them, right? Everything was just fun. Nothing crazy.
Socializing.
Yeah, it's just socializing. And the one just randomly looked at me, and because I've been doing a lot of work inside, right? Like actually like digging deep and nothing crazy, just
Self-reflecting,
and just like changing my attitude. She looked at me. She goes, "Oh, your eyes are very happy. You're a very happy person." Just randomly. It was not even in the context, and I'm like, "Ooh, okay." Yes, so she's reading my current state, which I am happy, right?
Which, hold on, let's stop there. She just read all that from just judging your eyes, which just shows how expressive we are.
Exactly. And then here's perfect. I'm glad you said that because when I was in college, I was at a bar, similar situation, with actually a friend that I knew at the time. Haven't seen her a bit, but she was in the bar, and I was very sad about something.
Yeah.
It was such a stupid thing to be sad about, but I was sad. Yeah. And at the bar I was there, she looked into my eyes, she goes, "You're sad." And I was like, "I am." When I told her that, I was like, "I am, man. I am." And she's like, "Okay." And then it's weird when you could tell, man, the eyes don't fucking lie. The eyes never lie. So I was like, everything is
so the Joe's future spouse, you could read his face too easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear sunglasses.
Yeah. Poker face all day long.
No, but it's true. Like, me going there, everything. It was just, everything was so random. From Paul saying, "Hey, are you out?" Like, why would he have to, like, sure, he would have called me, and if I were out, he would have came, right?
Yeah.
But then when I told him, "Hey, I'm hopping in the shower right now," like, he could have stayed at 1776, and then I would have met him there. But he had to say 1776.
Yeah.
So then I said, okay, something was like, okay, I'm being drawn to 1776. Took the shower, went anyway. He was like, "Hey, we're not going to stay, though." Because if I was there with him, there's no telling we would have had a conversation with that guy.
Yeah.
So when I went there alone, I needed to have that conversation. That guy needed to let out.
Yeah.
He let out.
Absolutely.
And then maybe that woman saying that shit to me was probably just being like, "Hey, like,
it doesn't. Hey, dude, we're seeing you're doing the work."
Exactly. So it's like it's all self-reflection. It's a self-reflection. Everyone was playing a role and reflecting back to me. You know what I mean?
It's also funny too with Paul. He could have texted you before they headed out to Marshtown. Before dinner.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
Then you could have been like ready to go and met them there after.
Exactly.
But it's like,
that's why I took it. That's when you said it, I was 100% drawn there. I was like, all right, I have to go there.
And it's funny too, is like, you believe whatever the fuck you want, whether it's just all make up in your head, we're piecing together clues that aren't there. Because here's the thing too, is if you go to the extreme of this, you start seeing stuff that's maybe not actually anything that's there. You're just making up stuff.
Yeah, well, sure, but that's why it's all a perspective, dude. And then that's like a dangerous thing. Like, it shouldn't be dangerous. It's a constant feedback loop, right? Like, for example, really, like, one-off shot political example. There was this one representative from, I forgot who it was, from Baltimore. I don't know if he was a local politician. I don't know who the hell he was, but represents Baltimore. And the one guy was grilling him, being like, "Hey, you guys have like 5 times the average of murders, all this stuff. Is Baltimore a dangerous city?" And he goes, "Well, it's perspective." And it's like, funny. I'm not talking about the same thing as him because perspective, he's like, "Well, for me and my family, it's safe." No shit, Sherlock, because A, you probably don't live in Baltimore, and B, if you do, you have security. So your perspective is safe. It's not. Yeah. Everyone else's perspective is that if it's 5 times the murder rate, it's probably a dangerous city, right?
Yeah.
So stop lying. It's black and white. But for him, he knows he's lying, but his perspective is it's safe.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's got security.
I'm laughing at the term you chose, black and white.
Black and white, yeah.
It's a little racist there.
Yeah,
just kidding. If you take that out of context, you're an asshole.
Yes, perspective though. There are some people who will take that out of context because they're idiots.
That is an expression, not anything to do with race. Thank you very much.
Anyway,
sorry, I was turning. No,
but it's actually fun.
Trying to like, okay, move on.
And but isn't this the example? Yeah. Like there's things that are like, hey, but it's like the majority of people are going to look at something where there's 5 times the murder rate in the city, and their perspective is going to be, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
There's no going around that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's what you're viewing at the time. Like, if I were not in a state of happiness, in a state of sadness, that night would have been completely different.
Absolutely.
Something would have happened for me to reflect back to me, right? Yeah. It's crazy.
But a lot of times I've seen people like, well, that's a sign, and this is a sign, and this is a sign. It's like, maybe it is. But when you start forcing it and trying to overdo it, like going out is Thursday night?
No, Friday night.
So going out Friday night doing all this, right? You didn't go and set out looking for stuff. It just happened, and after the fact, you're like, oh, that was all part of the plan. Where like sometimes people will get too sucked in looking for stuff and forcing it, and that's where it's like, all right, you gotta let go, because if you, in my opinion, right, if last night when you were going through all these things, if you started looking for these signs and like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be, she made that comment, and you're forcing it, you're taking yourself out of the flow state or whatever, the groove or whatever is happening, and then you're not in the rhythm of it, and now you're getting detached and pulling away from the symbiosis of whatever was supposed to come about. So it's almost like thinking about it. It's like if you're like dialed in a flow state and you start thinking, oh, I'm in a flow state, you're going to get pulled out.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, in my opinion, with this. Like, if you overdo it and start like not forcing it, but trying to like pull more out, then you're not receiving anymore. And you got to be in a receiving state.
No, that's a good
like
that's
a
point.
flow,
That's a good point.
A flow state. I hate that fucking term because it's overused, but that's really what it is.
No,
like in jiu-jitsu, right? When's your best rolls? When you're just fucking going with the rhythm, and you're not thinking, but you're thinking. But if you're going to force the like, I want to hit an arm drag on you, and that you're only forcing that, your back's taking the next thing you know, because you're forcing something. You're not being with. You're not being receptive and flowing with what's presenting to you.
I like that. And it does. Like, I think for the most part, when shit happens, right, the experiences that you have seem like coincidences, but they're not. It's just letting that flow state happen. It's letting the circumstances come together and letting it happen. There are times, though, where you can be like, hey, because I drilled this, because I prepared this way, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And then if you're hell bent on it, you can take the action to do it, and it'll work out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's when you're like, maybe, oh no, but maybe I should do this because this person's going to do this. What if I go there and this person's there? What if and you're like, and then you go and you're just not yourself. You're very awkward because you're trying to
you're forcing
too much.
Yeah.
You're trying too much. Like, there's one thing if you're going to go there and you're like, hey, I bet you if I go there, that person's going to be there. And then it is.
Yeah.
Then from there, let the flow happen.
That's different, though.
But when you go there and you're like, oh, maybe I should do X, Y, and Z, and it'll give me, or I should do A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z result will happen. Maybe it will, but you have to let it flow. How confident are you?
Yeah.
If you're not confident enough, if you're not prepared, you'll probably fuck it up. And it's not that you're never going to get it. It's just let it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, let it happen.
I'm processing what you're saying. Let it happen. So I was thinking, in those states, right? What's the difference between the person that has it happen and not, right? There's if you're like, you're drilling, you want to fucking hit this. Okay. You're looking for all the things that are supposed to happen to set it up, to do it right, to hit it right. Where the other person who's like, I'm doing this move, is you may not be thinking fully about all this stuff. You're only thinking about doing yourself and the thing that you want to do. And you're not being fluid with the situation to hit it the right way.
Yeah.
Or going out, whatever. You're forcing it. So I had a fucking point with that. What'd you just end with?
It just like, you just let it happen.
Yeah. So in those two different things is, even though you're dialed in, you're going to a goal, you're almost not accepting that it may not happen. But if it doesn't happen, you're ready to you're receiving whatever information you're getting. I'm going this direction, and I'll make my adjustments as things come out. Where the other thing is, this is what's happening, and if it doesn't happen, that's not a thought. I'm only doing this, and this is what's happening. And you're not being receptive of the environment for you to be able to adjust and move forward.
Dude, and I got a good example on like not like getting out of your own way, because it could work. It could work the opposite way too. So there was this one client, or prospect I should call, that I was chasing for a bit, and at one point, she ghosted me on the call, and then I was like, okay. Tried her a couple days.
Joe's used to getting ghosted.
Yo, no, just kidding. So seriously, bro. Like,
I meant dating.
No, bro. The ghosting on these calls are ridiculous. But I've learned that it's not always like sometimes they forget whatever, and sometimes they still want it. So I've learned to chase. No, I've learned to chase, bro. It's ridiculous. So I remember one day I called her and I was like, oh, this is a good time to call her. It's a couple days. She goes, yeah, call me back. She's like, no, call me back at the end of the day. Hung up on me. So I'm like, all right, fucking. I was like, you know what, dude? Like, you're not serious. That was last month. I'm going through my list today and I'm like, why does this thing look familiar? And I popped it up. And immediately the first thing that came to me was the last experience I had. And I was like, I don't want to fucking call her. Fuck her. And I was like, no, man. How no. Like, now you're forcing it the other way too much. You're forcing yourself to not potentially get a deal because you had a bad experience. And I was like, if you're gonna practice what you preach, fucking call her and let it happen. So I fucking called her. She goes, hi, and I was like, great, she remembers me. She goes, yeah, no, all right. Do you have some? Like, I only have 15 minutes. I go, I only need 15 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. She goes, all right, great. What's the next step? Boom. I was like, wow, dude. If I didn't call her. If I didn't fucking call her, right? I let it all happen. I let her fucking tell me everything, and I said, great, we actually can help you here. Here's why. Great. What do I do next? Great. Boom, send it over. Wow, man.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's all it is.
Man. It's like when you don't fucking care.
Be receptive of the environment.
Bro, another one I was chasing. And I was like, oh, she's bullshitting me.
Yeah.
But that was my predisposition to do it. She's bullshitting me. And I was like, who knows? You don't know yet. So I called her again. She didn't answer, so I was like, all right, fuck it. I get a call back. It's her. And I was like, yeah, you have some time to go over what we spoke about. I can help you get everything in so we can get you set up. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I was like, oh, okay. Here's where she's going to tell me she's not interested. And she's going to, Joe, I work 2 jobs. And I work in the nurse here. And the CEO got fired. And this person got fired. And I had no time because I've been doing 3 people's work in this. And I'm very sorry. I'm like, no worries. I understand that. Like, I empathize with her. And I was like, all right, but she's like, I'm going to be going through all the emails you sent me. And if I have any questions, that one is
you're like, I got you.
But it's like, again, it's like if you're always forcing yourself, because I could have been like, fuck this woman. She's not serious about it. I'm going to force myself to not call her. But I was like, no, let me fucking call her. You never know. She called me back and I wasn't expecting, but I was like, all right, well, what news is she going to give me? Hey, I'm very sorry.
You're being receptive of the environment, what's coming to you, not forcing it. Like,
exactly.
Oh, well, she's just going to tell me no, so it's done.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, okay. And then like, it's crazy. Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, but that's what it is. It's just being receptive.
Yeah.
And just, all right, let's let this flow.
Yeah. It's
and then capitalizing when you should.
Opportunity and preparation. That's what luck is.
Yeah. There's more too. Like, there's something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But that, I think, is in the preparation.
Yeah.
I think that falls on the preparation.
Yeah.
It's having the skills ready to go, having the mindset, the thought process in place ready to go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's all cool stuff, man.
All cool stuff. Yeah, I was meant to be there last night.
Yeah. It's fun when that stuff like that happens. It makes you just wonder what the fuck's going on here.
Well, I intend that. That's why it's really cool. I think what's going on is, I come back to it, bro. But it's really just a feedback loop, dude. We're having an experience.
Yeah,
they say it all the time. We're souls having a human experience.
Mm-hmm. In this meat box.
No, but it's true.
Yeah,
like, it's true. Like, I mean, look, it's true to me.
Yeah,
you don't have to believe me, but it's true to me.
Like, what's great? There's no way to prove you wrong.
Right? Like, fuck. Every time too that I start to get a feeling of something, not a feeling. Yeah. I start, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. No. But intuition is just what your dominant thought is. That's, in my opinion, what I've learned for me. Because every time that I start to really stuff my mind with something, someone will feed it back to me in a fucking most random way. Something they'll say, and it's so subtle. It's subtle. So you think, and then you stop, and you're like, well, that just got reflected back to me. So how much more proof do I need? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun. Have fun in life. Have fun in life. Build something. It's okay to want to build something. Okay.
Everyone should
apply yourself.
Build something doesn't mean build a fucking rocking chair. It's like whatever.
To be the best. Like, you know what the word? Don't
have
be a
something
waste.
you develop and grow into. Like, if you're in sales, you're building your portfolio and your sales skills. If you're an engineer, you're literally building things, designing stuff, but build your abilities and capabilities and skill sets.
Yeah.
Build your body, build your mind.
Yeah, bro. The body's bro. That's another thing we spoke about. The body. I had a thought. I was like, all right. Perfect example of what we're talking about. When we were talking in the beginning of the conversation with this guy, this guy had made mention about, because he was 60, but he was pretty good shape, man. Because yesterday we were talking about working out, and I was like, oh, I want to mention that on this podcast, but immediately I was like, oh, I can't force that. It's a little too random. We're having a good conversation. You just fucking said build your body, so now that's the opening for me to talk about it. Build your body, dude. This guy was 60, man. He looked good. You want to know why he looked good? He works out. He said he worked out his entire life. Bro, working out, folks, I know who you are too.
Well, most people on this podcast are from jiu-jitsu.
Yes. No, 100%.
So you guys are already doing the thing.
No, but
not everyone obviously does that.
Exactly. And like, yo, some people think that they're way too old to start working out. No one's asking you to fucking power clean 3 million pounds, bench 500. But how about you go out and do some resistance training? Why don't you go for a walk?
Working out is a personal journey, whatever. And here's the thing, too, is this is why I try to tell everyone, lifting weights can get boring. Some people love it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I go through ebbs and flows of enjoying it and hating it.
Yeah.
Find sports you like. Bro. And, like, this is what we talked about last week, about, like, knowing when to quit and whatever. Like, I've been feeling really guilty for not mountain biking. It's getting closer to mountain biking season again, but midsummer's not mountain biking season. It's too fucking, like, you can, people do it all the time, but, like, for me, I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm detaching from this and not feeling guilty because I don't want to do a sport I love doing. It's just not the time for that. There's different chapters. You go through ebbs and flows. I went climbing this week. I'm like, I need to go back to doing this. I miss this. What's nice is it's so much overlap with jiu-jitsu, control, shifting weight and all that. But jiu-jitsu is fast-paced, dynamic, fighting someone else. Rock climbing, you need to be slow, methodical. You need to be as stoic as possible. You do, like when I first started climbing, it was coming from powerlifting, and you want to fucking explode and get like the adrenaline rush. And then climbing, it's like, no, you want flatline. You don't want any emotional change. You want to be going through there almost like a zombie. You want to be calm. You want to be focusing on your breathing. It's like a more intense yoga. And I'm like, this is what I needed. Like, I've been doing, I'm never going to not do jiu-jitsu. But right now, it's like once a week, twice a week if I'm lucky. But it's like, okay, cool. If you're only doing that once or twice a week, you need to do more shit.
Yeah.
It's rock climbing. I may get back into yoga too. It's just, the problem with that is finding a good studio. But it's like, it's slowing down.
Yeah.
I've been going too much, too fast all the time. And I think that's why I've been resisting the mountain biking. Because it's getting out the door, getting the dog, doing all that, and constantly moving. And I need to not move. I need to slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
So it's like being receptive to what my environment, what is my human experience telling me. You know, and it is, don't worry about mountain bike right now. You'll go back to it. Don't worry about it. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hanging it up. I'm just putting it on pause until later.
Well, it's like the conversation we had last week.
Yeah, exactly.
You know right now, just take a break. That knowing, like, when do you know? Remember you were asking, when do you know? Or like, how do you know?
Yeah.
You just told yourself,
I'm
going to take a break, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
You just need to fucking, a little change up.
It's
like, if you're
not breaking, it's focusing on these other hobbies that I enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, now it's different. Like, if you were to told me you wanted to be the world champion mountain biker, right?
Yeah.
But then you didn't want a mountain bike, I'd be like, hey man, how, you got to put yourself out.
You're going to that goal, but you're not.
You're right. It's like, but then at the same time, it's this is your hobby. You enjoy it a lot. So then let it go for a side for a little bit. So when you go back, it's even more enjoyable.
Yeah.
What the fuck? No, it's good.
It's funny. My one of my good friends, he's one of my good friends from mountain biking. He used to have a mountain bike company. The mountain bike industry's taken a weird fucking turn from COVID. So he ended up folding his company, works full time as an engineer now. And I texted him and it's like, hey, we need a ride soon. He's like, dude, I haven't ridden since I rode with you. This dude rode like 15,000 miles last year. 15,000 miles. That's the average commute people do in their car every year. Like, he rides a lot of miles. He did, like, he's just neurotic like that. That he's like, yeah, it's awesome. I love riding with him. And he goes, I haven't ridden since I rode with you, which was like 2 months ago. It was springtime. And he's like, yeah, I hate bikes now that I had a bike company. I was like, what's your excuse? I go, I fucking have too much other shit going on. Like, this isn't a priority.
Yeah.
We're just funny. We're both in the same spot. Like, we love this. We want to do this, but we're in a place right now that we don't really care. It's weird, but it's being receptive of like, okay, this is not the chapter you're in right now. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But back to my original point of bringing all this up was, I tell everyone, you don't have to lift weights. You don't have to run. You find the sport or the hobby that's active that you would like doing. You know, is it pickleball? Is it co-ed soccer, flag football? Is it fucking bocce ball in your backyard or fucking not bocce? Tetherball.
Tetherball, yeah.
I mean, that's not that active, but still, you're active. You're moving around.
Well, how about this?
Is it just going for a walk every day, sitting in the sauna? Is it fucking picking up your dog and throwing them around?
Exactly.
Like, dude, you can be active.
Exactly. And like with the walk is perfect because that's the example I was going to go. You start, okay, so you haven't done anything. So what does your body need to do? Start walking.
Yeah,
great.
start moving.
When you start to walk, your body gets used to that. All right, buy a weighted vest.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 40-pound weighted vest in there where I can take shit out. It'll get down to like 10 pounds. Start at 10. 10
if that's
20,
all you
30,
do,
40.
you're already ahead of the game.
You're already ahead of the game. Start to do some sort of, I don't know, bro, you think, like when I'm fucking curling 40s now, do you think I started curling 40s? I started curling fucking 10s when I
don't know.
started
You look
working
like you
out.
did.
Yeah. I was like, I started curling 10s when I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to bench the bar when I first started working out.
Yeah.
I benched the bar. And then I was able to put, like, that's how you do it, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, now I'm not saying that if you have some sort of strength, maybe you're benching 95 pounds in the beginning. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You build up.
Build up.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too, is one of my wife's coworkers, he went on a long stint of just doing night shifts, wasn't taking care of himself and all that, and he got real skinny. He used to be a bodybuilder. And then he's getting married in the fall or something, whatever. He's getting married soon. And he's like, I'm not looking like this fucking piece of shit at my wedding. So he started lifting again, and people at the gym were like, are you on steroids? It's like, no, because if you build your body up, especially in your teens and 20s, and you come back to it, you're not gonna get back to where you were, but you have that baseline already, so it will come back to a level somewhat. You don't need to spend the time rebuilding it. So he looks almost as jacked as he was before.
Yeah,
within like 6 weeks.
Exactly. So I know what you were saying. You can get back to the way you were before. It's just not going to happen within the first week, maybe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you have the muscle memory.
Yeah,
yeah.
But your body was developed in that. So if
Yes.
it's key, especially for men. I only know that because I'm a man. I'm not a woman, so I don't know what it's like for them. But in your teens and early 20s is to get that foundation of fitness and health. So when you come back is like how your body looked in your 20s. If you come back to lifting, it's gonna get to a level like that. You're not gonna hit your peak again like you did in your teens,
dude.
Like 19, 20 years old, 22, like that's your peak testosterone levels. In your 30s, that's where you get dialed in mentally, and you're more technically involved, and you have a lot more finesse with everything.
Yeah,
and your body's still in a good spot. It's just not at like back then. You can just fucking drink till 2 a.m., go to the gym at 5, and then go to work at 7, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's so true.
I can't do that now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that now, bro.
No.
And it's also, too, the funny thing is when you start to really get into shape, when you do like an activity, like let's say you go out and drink or whatever, your body like sort of rejects it.
I think you're more perceptive on how much it hurts, where before you were more numb.
Yeah.
It still hurt. You just didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So find a hobby that you enjoy doing. And like, if it's something you really fucking hate, but like, go ahead, try it, do it. Give yourself that challenge of like, don't let the inner bitch win. But if you don't want it, it's okay.
Yeah, that builds discipline.
I hate running. It's fun. I don't run. I have fucking knee and hip issues, whatever. I tried running during COVID, and I was like, I'm gonna run a mile every day. I don't fucking care. And then like, I physically like my hip would just get locked up. I'm like, all right, you mountain bike, just fucking mountain bike. You can do that instead. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Yeah.
Find the hobbies, find something you like doing. And it's okay to learn a new sport. You know, how many guys at the gym I've seen lately a lot of older men come into jiu-jitsu.
A lot, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why
like 40s and 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can get hard rolls in, but be safe at the same time.
Yeah.
Like there are people who will roll with you who aren't trying to kill you. But then if you want that thing, you'll get that experience of having a 20-year-old dude and you're 50 or 60. It probably would be overwhelming, but they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks that it's, oh, I'm too old. No, dude, your mindset's too old.
Yeah, but find the stuff that you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you don't know where to start, get a personal trainer.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Listen, it's not cheap, but they get you going. You don't have to start like if you want to go rock climbing, they have fucking teachers and classes. If you want to go mountain biking, REI has group sessions to teach you. Like, it sucks. Like, I'm telling you right now, it sucks not having friends that mountain bike or rock climb. I'm trying to, like, find more people that do. Like, Cooper rock climbs. I'll go climb with him, but he's he's got a kid. Mm-hmm. He's obsessed with jiu-jitsu. Like, pulling him away from jiu-jitsu is like, no. Yeah. So it's finding the time with that. It's like, so, like, put yourself in those positions where you can start meeting people in those environments. But there's classes. There's so much stuff where you can go and learn. If you don't know anyone, you can go and figure it out.
Yeah.
And get people to coach you through it. You don't have to start from not knowing anything.
It is. That's very true. That is very true.
You're starting from not knowing anything, but you don't need to start from not knowing anything by yourself.
By yourself. Yeah, there's going to be someone
there's people there, and, like, yeah, it costs money, but that's okay. It's okay.
What do you spend it? Dude, it's always by perspective, too.
Yeah.
It costs money. It costs money to learn how to fucking defend yourself, be a competent human being who's tough, who's dangerous, but knows when to control that danger. As opposed to spending in a month. All right, let's put it this way. Average or like good price, about $150 for jiu-jitsu a month, right? Okay.
Yeah, $150.
Call $150 $180.
Yeah.
Okay, call $150 $180. All right. Oh, dude, $150 $180 a month. That's expensive. Cool. I bet you if you went to your fucking credit card bill right now, you could see shit on food, drinks, tobacco, weed in 1 month would be more than $150 to $180. I fucking bet you.
Everyone that's ever told me that, because especially when I started jiu-jitsu, I was 25, something like that, whatever. Yeah, probably around 25. All my friends are still going to the bars. I'm like, you spend double that one night out on the weekend.
100%.
So every weekend you're spending $500. This is 10 years ago, before inflation.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck are you talking about? $150. And I had friends like, how do you afford to go to Thailand and stuff? I'm like, I don't go out drinking anymore. Yeah. It's amazing when you don't waste money on how much money you have.
Bro, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's wild.
Sorry. That's a random rant. Yeah.
No, but it's true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that was it. I think it's good. So let's wrap it up. We said
takeaways. We usually do that for other people. We never do it for ourselves.
Yeah, but the takeaways from this was sort of flow it, let it flow.
Be receptive of what's being told to you.
Take action, but at the same time, be receptive to what's going on and strike when the iron's hot. Be receptive of what's going on to you.
Be receptive of your feedback loop.
Yes, of your feedback.
And my point is,
I like that.
I'm going to tell you something off air, but your feedback loop is like, what is the things that you're telling yourself or you're not telling yourself that you should be? It's going to be presented to you. You know, so be perceptive and be able to make the adjustments.
Yep. And then also get out there, do some sort of exercise. If you really, really are strapped for cash, man, because you don't know people in this economy with all this shit, fucking walk, fucking do push-ups and fucking do sit-ups. I promise you to go on a walk, to do a push-up and to do a sit-up costs $0. Yeah. Promise you that.
Also, if you're struggling for money and you go out every night of the week to eat food and you order from Amazon all the time, do a self-assessment. Yeah. Listen, we all love doing that shit, but personal responsibility, long-term goals. You're going short-term goal there. Long-term goal. You don't need to do any of that. Yep. Easy rule for Amazon. Put it in your box, your cart. Don't fucking check out for a week. Do you still need it then? Okay, maybe order then.
Yeah, maybe order, yeah.
If it's TP, that's a different story. Go to the store and pick it up, you lazy bum.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Share if you like it. Like it. I hate that. Like, share, subscribe. No, but if you got something out of it, share it with someone maybe who needs to hear this, or maybe just play it and look in the mirror. Because
just curse us out in the comment section. Exactly. Too. Or make fun of how I can't speak.
Yeah. And just remember, take everything with a grain of salt. You don't have to agree with anything you're saying. I'm not forcing my shit on you. And most of the time when I'm saying this, I'm very cognizant that it's self-dialogue, an internal dialogue that I need to do myself and hold myself accountable. All right, folks. Love you guys. 189. See you next week. We got a lot of cool guests coming up for you. See you next week.